So today though, I want to talk about another one of our students from the past. A lot of you know this person. Some of you are related to him. Today is the story of Jino. Okay? So Jino, so most of you will call him Jino because he's older than most of you. He was a student at Watsanfran for many, many years. A long time ago when you guys were still very, very young. He learned Thai, he learned instruments, like he came to class all the time, he studied all the time, he was a good student. Then during the performances and during the katinas, he would come to the ceremonies. Then after a while, he got older and it was time for him to go to college, right? So at our temple, we have a scholarship. And students who were students of Watsanfran can apply for a scholarship from the temple, where we would help you pay for your college or parts of it. And so Jino applied. Lucky for him, he had volunteer time for the temple, he was a good student, and so he qualified for the scholarship. He wrote an essay, he fixed it many times, and it passed. And so he received the second scholarship from our temple, right? Now, he's been maintaining his grades, hopefully. Jasmine, you have to talk to him, okay? Make sure he gets at least a 3.0. But yesterday, and many times before, every time he comes back from his school, he always stops by the temple to say hi, right? That's very nice of him, even though he doesn't have to. Yesterday, it just so happened that our computer had a problem. We have to upgrade it to Windows 11, and you have to have certain things or you can't upgrade it. So we bought the motherboard and a CPU, okay? And it's time to install it, and it's my job to install it. I don't know how. So I was waiting and getting ready to do it. And then Jino came, and he says, oh, hi, swaddi, namaskaran. We talked a little bit, how's school, how's your this and that, girlfriend, stuff and that, right? Then he asked me, what are you doing? I said, oh, I was going to install a CPU and a motherboard. He's like, oh. And I asked him, Jino, do you know how to do it? He's like, yeah, I've done it before. Would you want to help me? Sure. And he just spent the next 2 or 3 hours doing it for me. I didn't do anything. I just sat there watching, handing him a screwdriver, handing him a water. He just did everything, right? And even after that, I asked him, Jino, where did you learn how to do this? Did you go to school? He says, no. During COVID, he was interested in it, and so he researched it on YouTube, and then he built his own computer. And that's why he knows how to do it. And I was like, wow, that's so lucky for me that you know how to do this, and that you came, and that you got to help me, right? And so I feel all this appreciation towards Jino. He also gave us some advice of what to upgrade, and so we bought more things, and hopefully he's going to come back in the next couple days and help install the rest of it. So my question to you is, in this story of Mr. Jino, do you guys see cause and effect? Before we finish today, I want you guys to tell me at least 3 of them. What cause was created that led to an effect? Do you understand the concept of karma that we talked about for the last couple of days, remember? What happened and what was the result? Without the cause, there would be no result. But because of the cause, there was a result, right? Who can think of any? Abby.
He studied hard and got a scholarship.
Does that make sense? If you don't study hard, okay, so what is the scholarship? At our temple, the scholarship requires a grade point average. So Dream and Aim and the rest of you, Austin, who are getting older, you need to remember this so you can apply. It requires, I think, a 3.0 grade point average, and it requires activity in the temple. So you have to come to the temple activities, the katina, the ceremonies, and help out, even help out in the school. Or it requires school attendance. So for Jino, Mr. Jino, to get the scholarship, he has to have the requirements first. Does that make sense? So he went to school, he helped volunteer for the temple, and he maintained his grades. This is creating the good cause. Therefore, he's eligible for the scholarship. If he didn't do these things, he can't have the scholarship. What's another cause and effect that you notice in the story of Mr. Jino? Let's let someone else first, and then you can do the next one. Can anyone else think of one? P. Dream, คิดออกไหม?
He wanted to build his own computer, so he's researched himself.
and now he knows how to do it.
เห็นไหมครับว่า by researching the information because he wanted to learn when he learned he had the information then he can do it he created the cause therefore he got the result which is he's able to build his own computer now let me ask you something at the end what do you think would you agree that Mr. Jino helping the temple fixing the computers and all this stuff would you consider that a good action like volunteering contributing what do you think the result will be because we don't know it's the future but what do you think will happen to a person like this someone who selflessly volunteers their time and their expertise to help the temple to help other people he could have went out to eat I found out later that he hadn't eaten since like 1 o'clock because his mom told us at like 4 or 5 o'clock that he didn't eat yet he was doing this the whole time without having eaten yet what happens to someone like that someone who shows initiative and caring and sacrifice what happens to people like this what do you guys think what is the benefit of being like Mr. Jino
Good stuff happen.
Well, do you think that maybe in the future, when he needs help with something, just like with us, we need help, suddenly, magically, doesn't it seem like magic to you? On the very day that we want to fix our computer, a young, handsome boy walks in who knows how to fix computers. Doesn't that seem like magic? Right? But it's not magic. When you are always helping other people will always want to help you. You open opportunities for yourself by being a good person. And that's what we expect Jino will get in return. We expect that through his good actions, like you guys, through your good actions, you will get rewarded. You might not know what the reward is, but you will get rewarded. Does that make sense? So, before we end today, I want to teach you guys a concept. Okay? Can everyone say the concept of Anumodana? Anumodana. Can we try to say it together? Anumodana. Now, what does this word mean? Who knows? Aim, what does this word mean? Austin, what do you think? What does this word mean? Jasmine, what does this word mean? P-Dream.
I know my cat's
What does Anumotana mean, Abby?
I don't know.
So, Anumotana means I am rejoicing, like I'm happy with what you have done. When, you know, like in social media, when you press like, that is an Anumotana. When you press share, that is an Anumotana. When you see someone do something cool and then you put a comment underneath, awesome! Or like, that was amazing! Or you look so beautiful! That is Anumotana. Anumotana means, I didn't do this. This is not mine. This is yours. But I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm happy that that happened for you. I'm excited that you got that. It's so cool that you did that. It's being happy for other people. Now let me ask you, when you're happy for other people, when you anumotana with other people, do you lose anything? Does it take anything away from you? Do you get shorter, skinnier, poorer? Do you lose information? Do you lose memories? No. You're training your heart to be happy for other people, right? And that is what it means to anumotana. So today, can we all put our hands together and think of Mr. Jino and Mr. Chin who graduated, Mr. Jino who's done good things, and just think in our head and say it out loud, anumotana, anumotana, which means we are happy and rejoice with their success, okay? And now, here's the thing. When the monks and the nuns give the blessing, do you know what we call it? It's called anumotana. We are going to anumotana with you. So you offered the food, you're good students, you're listening to the sermon. We want to say thank you to you. So what we say is, yatha varivaha, we do the chanting, which means we hope that you're healthy, your family's happy. We hope that no one bullies you or hurts you. We hope that you are rich and you get what you want, right? That is what we're wishing for you. When we say the chanting verse, Pavatu Sapamangkarang, we're asking that all the devas and the spirits in the world, please protect these good people. Because of the Buddha's blessings, the Dhamma's blessings, the Sangha's blessings, please protect these people. The monks are asking for these things to happen to you because we are happy and we are anumotana with your offering and with your lessons and learning. Does that make sense? Okay, so now sit and listen to the monks give the blessing, which is the monks' anumotana. Okay?